Hey guys, welcome to episode 2. In this episode, you're going to see me go out, as I did in episode 1, prospect with some more different businesses, get rejected a few times. Not going to spoil it for you, but it goes a little bit better than what it did in episode 1. And the whole purpose I'm doing this is starting to build a business from scratch, as I'm seeing if I can take the expertise in sales, marketing, negotiation, persuasion that I've learned in running an online business and apply it to real life, because there is no better skill to have than being able to wake up in the morning, to step outside your front door, and whether it's online or whether it's actually in the real world, being able to go out there and produce income from zero. So this is the reason I'm building a business up completely from scratch with no contacts and no money. Hope you enjoy the episode.
Good morning. It is day 2. I've got a whole list of businesses prepped that I'm going to go and visit today. In terms of yesterday, I think it actually went pretty well, to be honest with you. I've never approached businesses in person like this before. It's a little bit nerve-wracking, honestly, at the start, because you don't know how they're going to respond and things like this. But I'm well over that today. My nerves level is a 0 out of 10 today. So very, very comfortable. Just come to this beautiful place behind me. I don't know if you can see it, but it's got this big field, and it has this whole restaurant inside. Now, silly me did not look at the opening times when I was doing my research. It's currently 11:15 a.m. and this place doesn't even open till 12. So great. Also, they have their whole social media already being sorted. It looks like it's already being sorted by potentially a professional. However, I'm going to see if I can use my insanely charming skills to go in and basically see if I can still pitch them and help them, or at least start a conversation with them, because you never know what can happen. God loves a tryer, right? So you just got to keep trying, and maybe they're fed up with their current social media person. Maybe their current social media person doesn't have 8 years of working in the bar and restaurant industry. So there's always that as well. I've obviously got a good understanding of it. And we'll just see how it goes. I'll keep you updated. All right, so just got back in from the first place there. It was a big fat no. What they were actually saying, which is really interesting, is that they have a lot of these places I'm going to have head office managing the chains, basically their social media for them. And because of this, they don't really look to hire outside. But it's a shame, because, and this is not to disrespect anybody if you're in this position, but a lot of these teams who are managing multiple branches of social media, they're terrible. I was looking at this place I'm at right now. It hasn't got any Facebook page set up. I looked at the Instagram. They've posted 3 times in the last year. They've hardly got any engagement on it. And I'm you guys think that your social media management teams at head office are doing you justice, but really they're just kind of hurting you. Honestly, there's a whole wide world out there that you're not getting involved in. And as a consequence, you're losing out customers. But there's a lot of rules and regulations in England, where basically people are we know we need to get on social media. We know we need to, expand our presence and all this. But what really happens is they don't really do it effectively. They've got a bunch of interns who don't really understand anything about sales or marketing. If they knew I work with 7 and 8 figure businesses, which I do try and drop into conversation, and they'd see kind of the results I get for them. If I could just present that to the person in charge, or the top head up person, at maybe the CEO or something like that, it'd certainly change the tune. But it's about how can I get past that gatekeeper. I was just speaking to the manager then in the building, and I could tell that she was just being polite. She was like, "Oh, I could take your details and everything." So it's a no-go, but let's move on to the next one. The next one's actually pretty local, so I'm just going to head there as well and see what they say. I'll keep you guys updated. All right, so just arrived at another one. Looks like a really kind of beautiful place. It's on a bit of a main road though, but we've got a lot of space around here in the middle of countryside as well, which is great. I'm gonna just walk to the door now and see what they say, see if we can speak to a manager. All right, so I went in there and there was 2 young girls working. I was like, hey, can I speak to a manager, please? And they were like, looked at each other with that look like, the manager's not here. And then they said to me, the manager's not here. They're never usually really here either. And I was like, it's kind of weird, kind of a weird place. But let's move on to the next one. This is a numbers game, remember? Like, you're not going to win all of them. You're not going to win most of them, in fact. But the more numbers you do, the more opportunities you're going to have. And the interesting thing as well is they were like, oh, you know, she's not here. And I was like, so have you got the contact details? And they were like, not off the top of our heads. And I was like, well, what's the best way to contact them? And then I kept asking the questions because they weren't really giving me an answer. And I didn't really leave until they gave me the answer to it. And basically, the landlady or the owner comes in every Monday or Tuesday. So it's a Thursday today. So if I'm going to go down there, I need to go on a Monday or Tuesday. But it's interesting, right? So when you are pitching people or, you know, trying to maybe even get a lead or get a contact, don't just take the first answer as, no, sorry, ask more questions. Feel comfortable standing there and just asking more questions because it could lead to something. And that's exactly how, like, I've got the leads that I have at the moment, is just by standing there when it's a bit uncomfortable and asking questions. So there's a bit of a takeaway there. All right, so we're at the next place. It's a very, very, very nice place. Look at this. It's got this lovely little like river here, and it's got this amazing little kind of restaurant. So it's a very popular one. I'll go and see if we can work some of my charisma and actually go in there and see if we can make something happen.
All right, so I'm back at home now. I hit up another few places before I decided to leave. I was driving around a long time, basically in the countryside, and I kept just stopping, coming across like country bars, country pubs, things like this. I kept stopping and seeing if I can get some business out of them. I got a small lead, so I think I'm gonna go down and like meet the restaurant owner like another day. But I have had an email from some of my recent prospecting efforts the other day, and they have asked to hear a little bit more about me. So basically, you see in the background there, I am putting together a social media sort of report for them. So we can get together, have a meeting, and I can walk them through exactly, you know, where they're losing people, where they're losing potential customers, what I think I can do, what I think they should do, how I think I can help as well. Almost kind of a little bit like a proposal, but moreover like kind of a coffee, nothing too formal. But it's a good start. So soon I'm going to let this person know that I've completed their report and I'm actually going to give them a call. So next time you see me, I'm going to probably be giving this person a call. I'll try my best to film it from my side of things, just so you can see kind of how the conversation goes and see if it actually goes anywhere. Good morning, guys. So it's a brand new day now, and I tried to call a business owner yesterday, which I had already spoken to in like the restaurant of, and they didn't answer. So what I want to do right now is actually phone them back up to see if I can set an appointment with them. So that's exactly what I'm going to do right now. Hi, this is a message for, my name is Rob Lally. I was actually in your restaurant and we talked about like your social media presence and, you know, you're trying to build up your social media. I've actually done a full report for you now for me to kind of walk through with you, including some strategies that I can use to help build your brand. I'd love to meet up with you, take you out for a coffee or something so that I can walk through it with you. You can get in touch with me on 077. I'll also leave you a text message as well. Take care. All right, so what I'm going to do right now is actually leave them a text message as well, so that in case they miss the voicemail for whatever reason, like most people have so many notifications going on that I actually want to try and reach out to them in 2 forms of communication. All right, so that's exactly what we're going to do right now. So we sent them a text now, hoping something happens there, because I've left a voicemail, I've also left a text message as well, and we're just going to have to kind of wait and see, honestly. So today I'm actually stuck at home all day. I've got a call booked later, but I'm going to have to try and figure out, is there a way where I can set up potential meetings with potential new clients from home today? Personally, I actually want to be out there meeting business owners and, you know, meeting different restaurants and things like this, people who run restaurants, just because, like, I'm an extroverted person and I kind of stand out from the noise, actually meeting people in person. People get to know my face a little bit as well. Let's just see what happens, because I've got to try and make the most of the time I have whilst I'm at home. So, see you in the next one. Hey, is that... Hey, it's just Rob. I was just returning your call. Oh, cool, cool. Are you interested in me sitting down with you and actually, you know, walking you through some of these things? Sounds good to me. Yeah, take care. Bye-bye. Okay, great. So first lead, I am over the moon. The owner has phoned me back from the conversation, from the voicemail, and from the text message I left him before. He's phoned me back and he said he's very interested in having a conversation with me. He wants to sit down with me and basically speak to me and, you know, see how I can help him. So this is a very hot lead now. So I'm over the moon, man, for day 2. I'm smashing it. I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. So let's just see how it goes. I'm going to be catching up with him in a few weeks' time. It's just a very brief conversation. And, you know, let's try and fill that pipeline, because with business, people can just drop out of like your pipeline at any time. People who are red hot and ready to buy can suddenly turn cold just like that. Some opportunity can come up, something else can come up for them. You might think you've got business and just be left with zero. So that's it for just this clip here. And if I have any updates, I'll log back in and tell you guys.